What's up, everybody? Welcome to In the Garage,
Yeah, hey, what are we doing today?
the rooftop pod number 2, which we've named
The truck
Truck
truck?
House.
Truck house.
Truck
There we
house.
go. Truck house.
Like tree house,
But for the truck.
house.
I love that. Heck yeah.
So, I don't know, I might name this one Truck House or Rooftop Pod Foamie thing or whatever.
Right. Truck pod.
So, last time we did the whole bottom. So, if you
Right.
didn't watch that, you might want to go watch that. It's in the, I don't know, it's in there somewhere. We got a playlist going for this whole podcast. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my mask because I'm the appliance outlaw.
So, there's the base of it there. We painted it and everything. I guess it's over there.
My
So
mask
there's
is made out of the same thing the side is made out of foamy.
Foamy.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into it here. So this is the beginnings of the top. Like I said last time, I already did this top twice.
Right.
So this is the version 3 because I couldn't make it work the first 2 ways.
So technically it's a truck top 0.3, right? That's what we're doing.
So I just took some wood, this whatever it is, I don't even know, like 1 inch, 1x3, I guess, maybe, or something.
1x2 banger.
I was just going to go through and make a frame to kind of get it started, because what I was thinking was if I just did as many weird angles as I could, then it would never be flat.
Avoid the law.
So like if I park the truck on a flat ground,
They can't radar you.
well, there won't be any standing water.
Oh, dang. That's way smarter than like avoiding the law.
So like the whole top, instead of it being level, it's like cocked to one side and over. So one to the left and front to back.
So that way, angulation for the dripation.
Yeah, so that it will all drip off. If the truck's level, the water will run off.
I thought you were going for the B-2 bomber approach, or like void the law.
Well, the other thing I was thinking, and I had this conscious thought, I was like, if I try to make it square, it won't be, you know? So if I just try to make it crooked, then it will be, and
no
I'll
one's
be
gonna
good,
know,
right? Yeah.
This is the most tedious process, though. You got the jug right here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So first I glued these sheets of wood together and I nailed them. I used a little nailer, like a brad nailer.
Right.
So, you know, and there was some mistakes were made. Some major mistakes were made. And I didn't film part of it, but we'll get into that. So I basically brad nailed together this sort of frame to get us started. It's just like, this is just to hold it all together. It's really not necessary for the structure or anything, but
It's more like the frame, the building frame.
So then I cut some like side pieces on like specific angles.
45s, 32s, 28s.
I think I put it all into it. I drew it all up into a CAD file on my other computer. But basically I just figured out how long I needed to cut these lengths. And you can see right there, even the one on the left is shorter than the one on the right. Yep. So, and I did that on purpose so that the whole thing would flex differently.
Right, and it'd give you the angulation.
So, and I can't remember exactly the measurements I chose, but what?
Yeah, definitely got the angulation going on. You see the three-way motion here. And then that's an example of what's going to be lining it right here. Some of the foam. Comfort to the max. I also dubbed this the Hilton of executive car tops.
You think we should have named it the Hilton?
No, I think the truck house is the best name.
Yeah, well, that's the one that Declan liked the most. So.
But I also think that we should put an Embassy Suite sign symbol on it.
Maybe. If it's easy to paint, we could. Like we have to paint it. Yeah, how are you gonna paint it?
I'll just do it, man. I'll figure it out for you. I'll get up there with my acrylic paints and freehand it.
Yeah, you'll Bob Ross it on there. It'll
a
be a
wreath
happy
like
little
this.
sign.
Yeah, it will be like a wreath like this. Embassy tree house or truck house.
So right here I'm measuring across because I didn't get this exact. So
Right.
I'll measure across and cut these pieces, and basically I just built myself a little like wood frame.
Right.
I measured the side to side pieces there. You can see that one just chilling back there. Not screwed in or anything. It might
It's just
even,
balancing.
yeah, it's just balancing. It might fall off at some point too. Oh, I put it in there because to do this part, I needed that to hold the two sides
Right.
apart. It was
That way
like
they
this whole
wouldn't
thing
fall.
was pretty fragile with
Right.
brad nails. Yeah, see, it fell
There it
right
goes.
there. But luckily it did its job before it fell.
Right. Well, the safety supervisor there, he knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, so just more framing, and then I basically just put the foam on this.
I mean, that is like the part of the tedious part of this too. Like, not only did you design it, but you have to do it each step at a time with yourself.
It's all tedious.
All tedious.
Like, so that, there are parts of this build that I did in a day that look good, are strong,
Right.
We'll get into it then into the next video or the next one, depending on how we do it, where,
Right.
because like I built the back of the truck out to have a bed and
Right.
a pull-out drawer, and it's going to get some more to it too, like
Additions.
maybe some running water, I don't know.
Nice.
But this whole thing like doesn't look very good, and it took forever, and it's the most tedious. Like I don't think I can recommend this style of building. In every single Foamie video I've ever watched, that's all like unicorns and rainbows. They're talking about how good this process is and so forth, I've built a lot of things with a lot of different methods, and I won't do this again. I don't think I'm going to ever try this again. It was not good. Even doing fiberglass,
Right.
it's basically the same as doing fiberglass.
Right.
I mean, but you don't get itchy. So
All right. Fiberglass you can bang out in a day, though. You can lot down the fiber and
yeah,
da-da.
you have to move fast with that. With this, it's too slow.
Right.
The glue needs to dry faster. That's what needs to happen. If we could figure out a way to get the glue to dry faster, it would be better.
There's probably like some like weird hack where you can like put baking soda on it or something.
Yeah, or I guess I should have just fiberglassed it and just dealt with the itching. And I don't know how much more it would have cost, because at some point, if it costs too much, then I might as well just buy a rooftop tent, But the kind of the idea, the beginning of this idea was to try to get some sort of pod up there that wasn't a canvas tent. So we would have some amount of insulation. So anyways, basically I had these two sort of pieces left over from the two failed attempts, and so I just slapped them on there and cut them out roughly with my foam cutter there.
I like the smoke coming from the other side, just
Yeah.
like letting you know that it's happening in a fury.
Yeah, and I made the kids go inside for this, so just so everybody knows.
Yeah, no haters out there.
Yeah,
We're
no
keeping
kids
it fume
breathed
free.
in any fumes here. I got the garage door open,
That saw does such a good job, but man, it is like, you are right. If you're like get a wrong mouthful of that stuff, it definitely you taste it for a day.
You know that soft foam in there? I was talking about the soft foam last time. Like I cut the soft foam with it, and it smoked way worse. Are you listening to me? Or
I
are you
am
on
listening
the
to
phone?
you. I'm listening to
Are
you.
you sure?
I'm
It
positive.
looks like you're. Who are you texting over?
Your
there?
mom.
Well, maybe you should stop.
Hey, I'm done.
So here's it all together. I didn't make you guys watch me foam cut all of it. You see some pretty big gaps in there. I went ahead and filled that with expanding foam. So after I sort of started canvassing and gluing, I don't think I showed that. Yes, you can see
Nice,
right
look at
there,
that. Yeah,
the
there's the
expanding foam. So it's all sealed up pretty good, and then we basically, this is the Parman's fiberglass process. I don't know if we showed this last time or not, but and I did this,
You did talk about the seam last time,
Yeah.
which one to buy, which doesn't have a bunch of weird seams. So this one is
the
the best one.
project source. Get the project source from Lowe's. For some reason, that canvas is like, it just works better than the other kind. I can't remember what the other brand was, but
It seems to absorb it better than the other one too. Like this stuff, it seems like the project source that just went through it better.
yeah. And so we didn't film this at all. We built this door one day, and we didn't film it. But we basically took 2x4s, and so you can see it over there. We took 2x4s and we just made a door frame, and then hinges and a piece of plywood, and then like a gate latch there. So, and then we put some weather stripping in there.
And then, did you film us fixing it, or
No. So right now it's really hard to close, but
Right.
we moved the hinges
we
and
moved the hinges
fixed it, and
out.
it doesn't leak, and
Yeah.
we caulked all that in. And
Oh,
so
this is me painting and trying to paint that.
yeah, so
the
we
caulk.
painted it. We tried to paint the caulk, and I thought it would be paintable, but it wasn't. The paint
said-
didn't stick to it.
Yeah, it did say paintable on it though.
I wonder if it's just like that paint doesn't. I don't know. Maybe we have to sand it. I don't know. We pretty much just gave up on that though. So
I love
this is the interior. Declan said he didn't want to get scratched by the PMF, the poor man's fiberglass, so we just went and bought some random blankets. We got a tiger and one with wolves. They would just use the 3M Super 77
77.
spray glue.
Yeah, spray adhesive.
So there's the one with the wolves and the tiger. And then over on the other side, we just used some felt that I had left over from another project, or that Maddie did from my t-shirt blanket. And then we went and got this under cabinet light from Walmart. It just has a magnet on one side and it's rechargeable. So
Right.
that way we won't have to send any wires up into the thing, which I might end up doing anyways, but this seemed like a good solution for
Right,
now.
because it's chargeable, dimmable, all the
Yeah.
thingsable.
Yep, and then so we'll just charge it, and then they can just take it up there. They also will have flashlights and everything else. So, and
But-
then I put in a couple staples too.
But look, it's so smooth, and that did work out. If any of the hard parts, like here you are up inside there.
Yeah, so now we put the top on the bottom, and I went in and screwed it down, and we put caulking all the way around underneath all these screws. So, and then here we are drilling the holes for the bolts to go through. So these bolts will go through into the roof rack. So, and basically you see those two
The two runners.
runners, I built those in so that they would bolt to the roof rack. So that's actually wood. I think it's like 2x2 wood. So it should hold really well, I think. But yeah, so here's us.
I'm demonstrating us how we're going to be
putting it
lifting it. Oh man.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this footage, so if my butt shows, I apologize, America.
I don't think it does.
Okay, good.
I think the side shot's all right.
And then plus, because it's the PMF for us to handle this, man, it is rough on your hands. Like it is, you can't like let it slide against you because it takes a layer of skin
Yeah.
off.
So that's why
Anytime
he
you
wanted
touch
that
it,
on
it
the
like jacks
inside.
you up.
Yeah. So this is just a long shot of us like eventually bolting
Bolt
it
it
in.
down. Yeah, I lost like so much skin doing this.
Yeah,
here. It's
so I
barely
mean,
starting to grow back.
That's another thing too, is the surface that's left is really rough, and like maybe you could sand it, but then that's another many
100
hours,
yeah.
and like this whole project is like bittersweet for me. I'm glad it's done. I wish it looked better. I mean, and part of that is me not like being super like or being a perfectionist. Sometimes I just like cowboy up too much and just I just send it, and I don't get everything perfectly straight or level, or I make mistakes. Like the front of this was supposed to be the back, and then we just put the door in, and
Go back like 13 seconds on that.
Here.
Yeah, right there where you poke your head out. Yeah, here you go. Because you're inside there right now, and I'm trying to like bolt the bottom, and you're
Yeah.
like yelling at me. You're like, but why can't you do that? Move your hand. Do I need to come out? And then
oh
you
yeah,
do. You come out
you
and
were
climb
trying to
down.
put you're trying to put that nut on, and it was taking you forever. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You can't put a nut on.
Yeah, see, and here I
Dude.
am fighting with it so hard, and then you climb. Yeah, you
I
climb out, and then you call
and
me names.
come do it. It takes me 2 seconds. It takes you like half an hour.
Yeah, but hey, there was. You know what? Whatever. I ain't gonna argue this one. You're right. I lost.
Like, look, you can see
Like the
see
sun
the
change.
shadow.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
Look,
watch the
I
shadow,
see it.
and watch how long he's working on that.
Yeah.
So he starts it right there. So the shadow moves
Don't.
6 feet. The shadow moves about 6 feet before I go take care of it for you.
Yeah, that's like some serious watching paint dry stuff. Cricket.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother. Good thing you don't pay me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a tight little space to put your hand in, but yeah, so, you know, the stuff tears your hands up. I mean, I don't think I would do it again. What about you?
Hey, I'm
Are you
game.
you're gonna build yourself
I'm gonna build me a
the Durango
carrier.
one is
Yeah.
next?
But I'll do it on my own. That way, don't bother you.
Well, you can do it here. I'll help you. But I don't think I would do it again. I'll film it.
Yeah,
We'll-
you'll film it.
We'll
while I
film it.
labor.
We'll put it on here.
I think I'm gonna do it in half an hour though. I think I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do 3M spray, put it down.
Well, it won't stay though. I don't even know if this will stay.
Then we'll
But
build a fiberglass.
The
sheet.
other issue too is that you can't just do 3M spray and then canvas. The canvas has to soak the glue in.
Right. But I'm
And
gonna
then-
cut it with like rosin.
Yeah, and that's something I thought about doing too. If you just did resin,
Right.
like fiberglass
Right.
resin,
Mix up some rosin.
why do you call it rosin?
Isn't that how it's pronounced?
No,
Fuck.
it's not how it's spelled or pronounced.
Really?
Yeah, you just sound like a retard.
Yeah. Really?
Which maybe is accurate. I don't know. Yeah. Or who says? I've never heard anybody say
I always
rosin.
hear everyone say rosin.
No, maybe you sniff too much of it.
I do like the way it smells.
Yeah, if you did that, at least it would go fast. The problem with that though is would it melt the foam?
I don't know.
You'd have to
Test it.
you would have to mix it just right so it didn't get hot,
Right.
and then it might not melt the foam. Oh, it's 7. We're supposed to start the other thing.
All
All
right,
right. Well,
y'all.
anyways, have a good week, I guess, and thanks
Yeah,
for watching.
yeehaw.
And next time we'll keep working on the insides of the camper there, or whatever. Bye.